Are you ready to rise from your coffin and spread terror in the streets? Oh wait, that's the wrong vampire game. Let's try again. Are you ready to rise from your coffin and become a friendly neighborhood vampire? Then Brocula is the game for you. It's incredible that we have two vampire games coming out in the same week. After 4 years in development, Brocula is finally here. This video is an early review, sort of my first impressions after playing for around 4 hours. The developer has said that finishing the game will take quite long, more than 40 hours, so I wanted to take my time to play it instead of rushing it for a review, which I used to do with my game reviews last year. There will be minor spoilers ahead, and also please note that I am playing the Xbox version. So what exactly is this game about? You play as Brocula, a vampire who awakens from a deep slumber after centuries and discovers that the world around him has changed. He is now in deep debt and has to raise money not only to survive but also to repair his castle. To do this, he finds odd jobs around the town. Since this is a cozy game, there is no real pressure to pay your debt right away. Everyone in town is very calm and relaxed, and they don't even get scared that a vampire is roaming amongst them in broad daylight. So you can take your time, go around and choose how you want to earn money. From what I've seen so far, and also based on what's given in the Steam description, there's 4 primary ways to make money: working at a garage, a coffee shop, a restaurant, and selling produce from your farm. There's also a fishing mechanic, but I'm not sure if you can sell the fish or just use them as ingredients for cooking. I was able to try all 4 mini games during my early hours, so I have at least an initial idea of what to expect as the game goes on. The mini games are different in terms of the money they pay out or the amount of time you can spend on each of them. The garage is the easiest, but it also seems to pay out the least amount of money. A customer comes in, requests a specific part, and you run over and bring what they want. Rinse and repeat. Next up is the coffee shop, which is my favorite so far. Customers come in and request various beverages, and you have to run between the different machines to brew up a drink. Once you know where each ingredient is, it becomes really easy to get into a rhythm and quickly serve your customers, who will give you tips if you're fast enough. Then there's the restaurant, which is the most difficult of the 3 shop-based jobs. It's similar to the coffee shop and pays more money based on what dish the customer orders, and you even get tips. But what makes it difficult is the sheer number of items on the menu and the ingredients for each of them. Also, some dishes take way too long to finish cooking, by which time your customer might leave. I guess once you play enough, you might remember all of these ingredients, and that makes the process faster. But after seeing the simplicity of the coffee shop, I was too lazy to return to the restaurant. The final method of making money that I saw so far is farming. It takes multiple in-game days to grow crops, and you can then sell the produce in the farmer's market. Unfortunately, I didn't sell anything so far because I need to craft a crate to store my harvest, and I haven't unlocked that part of the game yet. But simply based on the amount of time required, I would assume this is the slowest method to earn money in the beginning, but I can imagine that once you have a large enough farm, you can quickly rake in good profits. As mentioned earlier, there's also a fishing mechanic, and it takes 1 or 2 attempts to get it right, but it's nothing too complicated. Put all these together and that makes up the core experience of Brocula. You work until you get tired, you go back to your castle to sleep in your personal coffin, and then start over, either working at the same place over and over again or trying something else. All this set to some really soothing music. Eventually, you will earn enough money to craft the various items that you need to progress through the main quests, and you'll slowly start rebuilding your castle. I haven't progressed a lot in the main story because I was just getting used to the various mini games, and again, I didn't want to rush through the game just to get a review out. But since I've played the demo, I know that there's an entire other side to this game where you build your own cult invite your followers to attend sermons, and then accept their offerings of blood, because after all, you're a vampire. There's also indications of multiple locations which you reach by taking a bus. The main map itself has more than a dozen places to explore and different characters to meet. There's also an entire other area called the ever-changing forest, which I haven't even explored yet. So yes, there's quite a bit of depth to this game, and I'm eager to find out where it all leads, including what's the deal with this cat.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Coming to performance, on the Xbox, my experience was fine overall. There were a few odd bugs here and there, but given the scope of the game with its varied mechanics, I'm not surprised, and they will surely be fixed in the days to come. Of course, in such cases, it helps to see who made the game. If this was made by a team of say 20 or 30 people, I wouldn't be so lenient about finding bugs on day one. But this game is a solo venture, so yes, some leniency is justified. While Brocula doesn't completely revolutionize the cozy farming sim genre, it does bring an interesting mix of elements and invites us to see how they all come together. And so far, I like what I see. That's it for this early review. I'll take my time with this game and come back with a full review once I'm done. If you're interested to take a look at what this game has to offer, I've left links to the Steam and Xbox store pages in the description. Thanks for watching and see you next time.